Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another swatch and review of Maniology's Mani by Me box. Mani X Me, Mani and Me, however you want to say it. The way that I read it is Mani by Me. First of all, on my nails, I have Hello Taco's Rainbow Collection. I'll actually do a tutorial for this in a future try it with me video, but this is kind of what I'm calling a dry marble smush tie-dye, like blending extravaganza, but I'll do a tutorial for this. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the box. This is June 2020. The theme of this one, if I remember correctly, is Untamed, and I'm actually very excited about this box. I've heard some swatchers saying that they're not that excited about it. Me, on the other hand, I am incredibly excited. This one is all about unicorns and magical, and I love unicorns, so I am super excited about this box. But first of all, it comes with the Mani and Me, Mani by Me, Mani X Me card saying once upon a time. Here is what we have for this box. It is Untamed is the theme for the box. We have 2 polishes, we've got 2 plates, and then we have the extra item as always. So there's that if you want to read the card. Next up here is the manicure tutorial card that always comes with it. I don't really like the manicure. I mean, it's cute, but it's not my taste, so it's not really something that I would do on me, so I probably won't keep this. But if you like it, you know, great, more power to you. Everybody has different tastes, and that's kind of what I love about these boxes, is that they can send the same items to everybody, and everybody kind of has their own different take on it. But here is how to do that one if you are wanting to recreate this one. There you go. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the box. I noticed that this stamping guide isn't here yet. Nope, here's the stamping guide. It was just hiding. So stamping guide, if you're new to stamping, this works great. If you're not, recycle it, whatever. So there you go. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get into the box. So it comes with the 2 colors. It comes with the extra item, which this month is Pixie Dust Flakies, and then 2 plates. Usually it comes with a gummy, but it's July, so it is hot, so we are getting stickers instead. And there you go. Let me go ahead and put the box out of the way, and we will get into this. All right, here we go. So let's start with the colors. This is the purple from the box, and it is called Unicorn Horn. And this is described as a sparkly majestic purple with a cool metallic finish. And I would definitely agree with that description. It is just a really pretty yellow. It actually kind of reminds me a little bit of Booyah, but Booyah was more of like a deeper purple than this is, and had more metallic to it. This is just kind of a majestic purple, and I think it's really, really pretty. This one right here is Buttercup Yellow, which is actually described as a creamy pastel yellow that's bursting with sunshine, and I would absolutely agree with that description. I've heard that it doesn't stamp too well, so we're going to test that out when we swatch here in a minute, but really, really, really pretty. I think it's going to be a really pretty base coat color. The extra item that comes this month is actually Pixie Dust, which is a beautiful dusting. What do they describe it as? Let's look here. So sprinkle a bit of magic onto every manicure with a pot of pixie dust. It is just a flaky, chrome flaky. Let's go ahead and open it up and look here. Look at how pretty that is. It's got purple to green to gold. I see a little bit of red in there. Just really pretty. All right. And then the plates here, we have Maniology MXM035, and we've got unicorns. This one says be a unicorn in a field of horses. We've got unicorns are real. This little image right here actually reminds me of that old movie, The Last Unicorn, just the way that it's just this majestic unicorn, the way that it stands. But then it's got some really pretty fun things that you can do, really cool rainbow stuff on. I might actually try some of that with my Holo Taco after I take off the current manicure. Then we have here this one, which is Maniology MXM036. And we have Be Fearlessly Authentic, Sparkle, which wherever you go. We've got My Inner Unicorn, You Are Magical, Do Magic. I love this one right here. This little lazy unicorn. This baby speaks to me right here. And then some fun rainbows and things, and some more rainbowy type stuff that you can do. So really just fun, fun plates that I think are just fantastic. So there's that. But let's go ahead and get some swatches done here. We are actually going to start out with Buttercup. So let's get that a little bit of a shake. Again, I have heard that it is kind of thin, which sometimes it's hit or miss with Maniology's polishes. I've actually gotten some where I get one bottle of it and it's beautifully opaque, and then I get another bottle of it and it's a little more on the sheer side. This one I would say is kind of in between. It's not completely opaque, definitely not a one coater, but it's not completely sheer either. I don't know how well it's going to stamp, but we will definitely see. That is one coat of the Buttercup. And then let's go ahead and do the unicorn horn as well. And then I have 3 swatch sticks here because we're going to actually play around with the pixie dust as well. But let's go ahead and swatch this one. This color is beautiful. I would actually say as sheerness goes, with that first swipe, it looked a little bit thinner than the Buttercup. But putting more on it though, it definitely isn't. It's beautifully opaque. Goes on very smooth. I love Maniology's metallic shimmers because I think the polishes are just stunning. There is that. Hopefully you are getting that purple in there. Really pretty. There we go. And then what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and paint the Buttercup on one more, and then I'm going to let it dry, and we're going to do the pixie dust over it and see how that looks. So there's that coat. I'm going to go ahead and grab my stampers because I actually forgot those, and we're going to swatch these babies up. I will be right back. All right, sorry about that. I realized that I had forgotten. So something that I saw somebody on the Maniology community has done is she has actually swatched all of her polishes with the exact same image, and it's very uniformed and very beautiful. And so it's something that I've actually ordered. You can get these Swatch Me stickers, just the stickers. So I've gone ahead and reordered just blank stickers, and I'm actually going to re-swatch everything. But I've chosen the image right here, this one, which is one of the CYO plates, M094, and I absolutely love this sunflower image here. And my late brother loves sunflowers. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you already know that. But I actually want to use that image to swatch all of my polishes. So I grabbed this plate so that I can just start with these two, swatching that same image. So let's go ahead and start with the Buttercup, since that's the one that I've heard is not as opaque when it comes to swatching. And I can definitely see here that it is not quite as opaque as a stamping polish should be, but it's not as thin as I was expecting. So I guess you could see it's kind of like in between. Let's get it swatched though and see what happens. Okay, there we go. So I think it actually stamps very well. I don't know what some other people are talking about. I think it's actually quite beautiful. I've seen two other swatchers that have said that it doesn't swatch very well, but I think it actually swatched quite well. You know, it's definitely a little bit lighter on the black, but that's kind of to be expected with such a light polish. But it stamps beautifully over the white. It is a very light polish, so it's not going to be very vibrant when it stamps just because of the shade and tone of the polish. But I think it's quite beautiful. Let's go ahead and get this cleaned up here, and we'll swatch the purple and see how that unicorn horn does. Okay, there we go. Let's try the unicorn horn. And see how that one stamps. I expect that it's going to stamp very well because it is beautifully opaque. I don't expect that it's going to be able to show up very well over the black. Well, I didn't pick that up very well at all, did I? Let's go ahead and retry that. Clean that up on my sticky stamper station over here. And that really was my fault. It was not at all the plate. It wasn't the polish. It was just kind of the way that I stamped it, and I kind of left it a little bit too long before I actually picked the image up. So that was my fault. But you guys know I'm not perfect, so it's okay. Alright, try this one more time. And I also didn't clean the stamper head, so that didn't help either, but that's been cleaned now. Try one more time. Try covering the entire image there with that one. Oop, and I got my table there. That's okay. Yeah, that didn't cover very well either. I think it's really just kind of the way that I'm covering the plate with the polish. It's actually quite thin, the way that I'm covering it. So we're going to try it one more time. Well, really not one more time. We're just going to keep trying until I can get it. But hopefully third time's the charm, right? I think this time I'm actually not going to screw it on before I scrape it. We're just going to go with it. Go ahead and fill in the grooves here. Sometimes I find that you need to do that, not necessarily because of the image, obviously, because I had a really good luck pulling up the image with the buttercup, but more so the polish. Nope, it just didn't, it doesn't want to pick up with this. Okay, we're going to try one more time. Third time definitely was not the charm. Let's go ahead and try again. Have you guys gotten your Mani by Me box yet? And did you have trouble with this particular polish? Like, it's obviously not the plate because I was able to do it beautifully with the buttercup, but it doesn't want to pick up. I don't know what's happening. But very quick. A little more lucky there. I didn't quite get that leaf right there, but I think it'll be okay. There we go. Didn't quite stamp as well as I would want to, so I'll probably keep trying with one of my empty stickers after the video. But for the video purposes, we'll call it good. Doesn't stamp quite as well as I would like it to. Maybe what I'll do, just so that you guys can see, was it this polish with the image, or was it something else, some other type of effect? Or maybe we'll try one of the other images here. Because again, I mean, I was able to pick it up beautifully with the yellow, so it obviously wasn't the image. But let's see here. Maybe it's the way you need to scrape with this particular polish. I don't know. Nope, I think it's actually the polish. But I've seen other people that have been able to pick up beautifully with this polish. So maybe it's just the detailed images with the polish. I don't know. Let's maybe try the image right next to it. Struggling with this one, y'all. Okay, let's try maybe this image. It's not quite as detailed. And see how that one works. I'm going to fill the whole image. I didn't do that on my first go round, and that was probably the worst of the pickups. Okay, that picked up better. So maybe it's just the more detailed images that it doesn't like, which kind of sucks because I really want to use that image for all of my polishes just because of the sunflowers, but if I have to find a different image, I will. So, okay, there you have it though. There are the two colors swatched on a swatch stick and swatched on the top of the polish itself. Had beautiful luck with the Buttercup. Did not have such good luck with the Unicorn Horn, but it is what it is. Alright, so let's go ahead and paint second coat here on this one. It is a very pretty polish. I'm just struggling to stamp with it. Maybe I'll ask in the Maniology community if anybody has some tips for stamping with this one, because I'm not having any luck with it. But like I said, I know others that aren't having any luck with the Buttercup, and I had no trouble with the Buttercup. I think it's just fine. Okay, so that one I'm actually going to leave with just one coat because that's the one that I'm going to do the pixie dust on. So the pixie dust, let's see here, we're actually going to look at their instructions. So it says to use, apply your base polish and allow it to dry to a tacky finish. Next, lightly tap or dab flakes onto your nails using a sponge applicator or your finger. Finish with a layer of top coat to seal it all in, and then go out there and be fabulous. So this definitely is not a tacky finish. It's actually quite dry. So I have Maniology's sticky base coat. So I'm actually going to go ahead and apply that. We'll wait about, ooh, squeaky. We're going to wait about a minute, and then we'll go ahead and apply the pixie dust. There we go. That is squeaky. I've never heard that before. It's usually not that squeaky. Alright. It didn't come with an applicator, which it usually does, but I do have some of Maniology's other powders. So I actually have a lot of these makeup sponge applicators that come with all of the rest of their powders. So I'm actually just going to use this to apply it. Look at that color shift. It's so beautiful. You thought I was going to say pretty, didn't you? I usually do. Trying to... Nope. Still a little too tacky. So we're going to wait on that. Look at the plates one more time. They're so pretty. I'm going to attempt to do a manicure with these, I think. I think I actually want to try a holo taco maybe with this image right here. Do some reverse stamping with my holo tacos. But tell me in the comments below, actually, if you would like a tutorial on this. Like I said, it's a dry marble, but I smushed it and it kind of turned out tie-dye-y because of the way that I did it. So let me know in the comments below if you would like a tutorial on it. Alright. Alright, it's tacky now, so we're actually going to go ahead and try it. So it says you can use a makeup sponge applicator, so we're going to try that. And then it also says that you can use your finger. And I've seen some people, when they use these chrome flakies like this, they use the makeup applicator to apply it, and then they actually use their finger to buff it to a shine. I think it's definitely difficult to get it fully covered without using a ton of the flakies. You'd have to use a ton of the flakies, I think, to actually get it to cover your entire nail. I feel like I'm wasting a bunch of these too, because they're just kind of falling all over the place. We'll see if I can get these to come back up. I would say if you're gonna do this, maybe do like a piece of paper underneath it so that you can just take the piece of paper and put the flakies back in the tube, because I didn't do that, and this stuff is going everywhere. Okay, so it's pretty covered now. I'm actually going to use my finger to try to shine it up. It's a little bit tacky right there. So I'm going to attempt to get that covered again right there. There we go. Look at that. Look, you can see like the rainbow color shift in this. Can you see that? Definitely has that magical feel to it. I don't know if I would do this all the time, but I think like maybe as an accent nail it would be kind of pretty. There you go. That is the Pixie Dust Flakies. So again, if you're going to do it just over your base polish, make sure that you let it dry to a tacky consistency and then put the flakies on them. Otherwise, using a sticky base coat actually works pretty darn well, if I do say so myself. But there you have it. This is a mess, and I can't breathe because, as you can see, just from breathing that one little second there, they went flying everywhere. So we're just gonna not breathe here for a minute so that they don't go flying again. Anyhow, until next time. Ooh, don't breathe, don't breathe. Until next time, and don't forget to subscribe.
I keep a photograph in which we were in love, caught in your eyes, waiting for the sunrise. I barely even knew who you were. What did you do? I didn't care, 'cause you were perfect, I swear. But somebody told me